Belfast, Birmingham, Brighton, Enniskillen, Shankill, Greysteel. 3,500 people were murdered during the Troubles. Kathleen's husband, Patsy, was one of them.
The people who murdered my husband are still walking free.
And they're unlikely to ever face prosecution, with the government proposing a de facto amnesty.
It is clear that the current system for dealing with the legacy of the Troubles is not working. It is now a difficult, in fact a painful truth, that the focus on criminal investigations is increasingly unlikely to deliver successful criminal justice outcomes.
There'll be no justice for Kathleen's husband, Patsy, who died when the IRA chained him to a van containing a bomb and forced him to drive it into a military base.
Well, I feel robbed. I feel robbed of the whole thing because I just feel that I have this thing in my head that when it's an important person that's been killed, there are things investigated and there are things solved and all the rest of it, and we're just the ordinary common people, so it's all right to push us to the one side.
Julie Hambleton's sister Maxine was killed in the Birmingham pub bombings. The Labour leader raised her case with Boris Johnson.
She says, "Tell me, Prime Minister, if one of your loved ones was blown up beyond recognition, where you were only able to identify your son or daughter by their fingernails, would you be so quick to grant their murderers an amnesty?"
Nothing I say or can do now can in any way mitigate her loss.
This legislation is basically writing off any history that our loved ones ever existed.
The government's honouring a manifesto pledge to end what it calls the witch hunt against veterans. Devastating for the families of those shot dead by paratroopers on Bloody Sunday in Londonderry.
This is all just to protect soldiers, to protect our boys, and I don't trust the British government.
Why not?
Well, would you trust them if they murdered your brother and told lies about him?
They were never hopeful of justice, but victims on all sides are equally sceptical about a truth recovery process bringing any end to their suffering. David Blevins, Sky News, in Derry.